Do you want this divorce?
You know, it's a decision that we made jointly. And that's how I'll answer.
Can you tell us about what went wrong in the marriage?
I'll tell you that it wasn't some sensationalistic happening.
Infidelity?
No, absolutely not. Nothing sensationalistic.
It was the flight attendant?
It was the flight attendant. It was the pilot, I heard. It was this guy sitting next to me in a rehab in Houston, and I've heard it all.
There's some ugly rumors out there.
When something like that happens, it's laughable. We were laughing, we're like, wow. We've been friends for years. Jada, Jennifer, me, him for years. What bothers me is the effect it has on family, Tool and Jada's circle, and their children, and their relatives, and their...
Ben Affleck's rep is shutting down rumors that he's dating Kathleen Kick Kennedy. Just days after Jennifer Lopez filed for divorce from the Oscar winner, several reports claimed he was dating RFK Jr.'s oldest daughter.
I see they've gone through some both, and it's hard. I really can second guess it a lot. It breaks my heart where I'm like, this shit never happened if, I wasn't in this life.
It was a realization on both our parts, so, it wasn't shocking. These things happen. These things happen.
What do you tell Max and Emmy 3 years ago?
I'm always gonna be daddy. You understand what I'm saying? And they're used to me traveling and Jennifer traveling, and we Skype all the time, and trying to maintain that presence. They're still young, you know what I mean?
Do you love Jennifer?
I'll always love Jennifer. Yeah. I'll always love Jennifer, she knows that. But the important thing is
And how it happens, it happened in Miami, in a friend of mine's home, which he allowed me to have the wedding, beautiful home by the canal. And it was in Miami, and we had like 250 people, like her family, my family, some friends. It was crazy. It was a beautiful wedding, it was outside, beautiful ceremony. She looked, stunning. I looked stunning. And it was good. It was hot because it was in February, and it was like in the middle of the summer, pretty much in Miami. And it was amazing. We started at 2 o'clock, I believe, and it ended until like 5 o'clock in the morning. Paparazzi, they were there, trying to take pictures, filming, all the fans. I mean, it was a great experience. It was happy, it was sad, because you can see her like tears, when she was getting married. I cried because I couldn't believe it. I was totally in love. We were totally in love.
But head down to the comments and let me know which of the two clips you feel he's talking about someone that he has respect for, that he looks up to, and which one he's talking about someone where he doesn't really have that same amount of respect.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. After months of speculation, the pair are calling it quits.
Jennifer Lopez is getting a lot of backlash after her movie and following documentary. Here's why she's not relatable. First, she's trying too hard. She keeps referring back to her time in the Bronx, but the people there don't see themselves in her. Second, she has a reputation for treating people under her like dirt. The reason is she's super hard on herself, and people like that, perfectionists, tend to also be hard on other people. Too hard. Third, she refuses to sign autographs or even have short conversations with people. If you're famous, you have to deal with the fans. Fourth, she lacks humility. She thinks she works harder than other people. She has this arrogance that says, I'm better than other people, which is probably why other celebrities wouldn't participate in her documentary when asked by her team. Fifth, she's rich and famous, yet it's never enough. It feels as if she's still longing for recognition, which was confirmed by her husband, Ben Affleck, in the documentary. This addiction for recognition is off-putting to people because it means she hasn't done the work on herself. And this is why people don't like her. She has all the resources in the world, and yet she's still disconnected from herself, which makes it hard for us to connect with her. If she really wanted to connect with people, she could be more vulnerable about what it means to be a successful woman, being a mom and wife, going through divorces. That's what we can relate.
Starting with the very first Grammy record of the year, which was Volare. You know my dad.
Okay, we're not doing that. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
You know better than that.
Come on, don't come in here with that energy, please. what doesn't, I feel like, actually get mentioned enough, if I could just end on one thing, is that Jen is a producer on this movie. And the reason why I'm here and the reason why Sterling was in this beautiful movie is because Jen cares. And Jen cares about things like representation and diversity. And she's a boss. And she's an incredible creative and an icon, and that's what I think we should celebrate her for today.
Selfish.
This is not what I want. This looks like a dead chicken.
And she doesn't even try to hide her annoyance. Fans fell in love with J.Lo for being Jenny from the block. But according to her employees, it's all a mask. And underneath it is a pretentious woman who treats service people like dirt.
I want something real.
And it's easy for her to offend her colleagues and even those closest to her. But is she really that bad?
My kids were at that age where they were like challenging the status quo and really, you know, kind of looking at you. And now it's not all like hearts and flowers anymore. Now it's kind of like, you know, why are you telling me to do that? I don't want to do that. You know, just like constantly kind of the push and pull of being a teenage mom.
Is that Max or Remy? Who's the most challenging?
Both of them. Both of them are.
Oh my gosh.
Find
Facts.
scientific evidence that matches what I have that says that it's not good for teenagers, then we'll check it.
When you say you don't drink at all? You just drink?
No, I'm not a drinker. I just never started. It was another one of those things my mom just never, was like, don't drink, don't do drugs, you're gonna die. I'm like, okay. You know, it's just like in my head. Being the child of famous parents is really not something that many people can understand, and I feel for them for that because they didn't choose that.
Well, there was a solid decade where there were 5 or 6 cars minimum, and easily up to 15 or 20 on the weekends outside of my house at all times. And looking back on that, I really feel the stress of it. I could cry talking.
We need to talk about something.
Yeah, very important topic.
Your friend, Ben Affleck. And a little thing we call Bennifer.
Absolutely.
You know, it's bad enough.
Absolutely.
It's hard enough.
How do you like them apples?
There's not enough liquor in the world for you to get me to say something.
Do you guys have an unspoken language?
Yeah, 40-something years of hanging out together.
Matt's a beautiful guy. I love him. He's my best friend. He's been great to me my whole life.
Is Ben really your best friend?
Yeah, I mean, we grew up together. We both were in love with the same thing, with acting and filmmaking. I mouthed off to a kid that I knew. He came for me. And it was right then that little 5'2" Ben Affleck tackled this dude off of me. Whoa. Like out of nowhere. Like he will put himself in a really bad spot for me. Like this is a good friend.
Why you dunking me, girl? Why you dunking?
How do you like them donuts? I'm so sorry. Remember when I told you I'd do anything for you? This is anything. I actually said that to him when we were filming.
Here's 17-year-old Matt and Ben in a photo booth. Look at this.
Yeah. It's hard not to see that those guys are gonna make it.
You told me 25 years ago I'd be like, we made it? We're still working? Okay, good.
At that time was cared very deeply for.
Hey, he's just a guy doing what he do, and I wish he do keep doing well and keep on dancing.
Even in jail, Knight made headlines when it was reported that he planned to distribute a homemade video featuring Jennifer Lopez.
Make a Jennifer Lopez video somewhere. Everybody says you've got it and you want to sell it on the...
Well, that was quick. Apparently, Ben and Jen are already on the outs again after less than 2 years of marriage.
Love in some ways, but then they realized there was difficulty and maybe, they've grown apart. They're two completely different.
And this is like their one public outing in weeks because he didn't even come support her at the Met Gala when she was a co-chair. So obviously this was planned and it's just so fun.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are reportedly selling their home amid breakup rumors. According to multiple outlets, the couple's Beverly Hills home, which they bought together back in May of 2023 for $60.8 million, has been quietly placed on the market.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are clearly in a rough patch in their marriage of, less than 2 years at this point, because we know they are living in separate households right now.
I got back together, it was just like, I want to make music again. I want to get back in the studio. I was very, very inspired. And when I think about, I was like, the same way This Is Me then captured that moment in time without me realizing it. The first time we kind of fell in love, I wanted to capture this moment in time.
And now it's J.Lo and Ben in You've Got Mail. Subject line, yo girl, remember me?
So Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez didn't just suddenly start hanging out together 2 weeks ago. He started reaching out to her in February, sending her emails.
I've always, for better or for worse, have followed my heart and my instincts, and this is where it brought me to.
Why are people always worried about what face Ben has on?
When I was reunited with the love of my life, and we decided we were gonna be together forever.
One thing you can always trust in, oh God, family.
We do our best. We do try our best.
You don't need to worry about Ben. Let me just tell you.
That they were seen in public together in, more than a month.
Yeah, 47 days.
47 days. The flowers were not for Ben, but they both showed up with flowers. They went to go see one of Ben's kids was starring in a play last night, a school play, and Jen was there as well with Emmy, and they all went in together as a family, and they went and saw the play, and then afterward, Ben drove Jen and Emmy home to Beverly Hills.
He knows that. Anthony have like this a not together couple thing down pat.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah,
down.
yeah. No, we're like best friends. You know,
So
we're making an album right now, which I wasn't. We're making a Spanish. Actually, he's helping me make my Spanish album.
No kidding.
And you know, at first I was like we're good, with the kids and everything, but if we start working together, like is that gonna be we're gonna start going at each other again? And it's been awesome. Honestly, I think it's even helped our relationship. It's made things even better. Yeah, we're just in a really great place, and it's great. And the kids, they get to spend time with the two of us more together and see us working together, and it's just good for them. It's good for us. It was just good for the whole family.
The whole thing.
I was really, really impressed.
I love the script too.
I wish we agreed more when...
We're technically still married.
Wow, so technically while we were married, we did agree at some point.
Yes.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into the latest drama surrounding Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. Despite the recent rumors, there's been a lot of speculation, and we've got the details to clear it up. Let's get into it. Recently, there were claims that Ben Affleck might be moving on from Jennifer Lopez with Kathleen Kick Kennedy, the daughter of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. These rumors sparked when reports suggested the two were spotted together at the Beverly Hills Hotel and other LA hotspots. However, a source close to Ben Affleck quickly shut down these rumors, stating that Ben is not dating anyone right now, including Kit Kennedy. According to the insider, while Ben might know her in passing, there's no romantic connection between them. This news comes right after Jennifer Lopez officially filed for divorce from Ben Affleck. The court documents revealed that their separation date was April 26th, marking the end of their 2-year marriage. Although reports have suggested that the couple had been struggling for months, it seems they mutually decided it was time to part ways. So, what caused the split? According to sources, the couple realized they were simply incompatible. Spending time apart made it clear that their differences were too significant to overcome. It was a mutual decision to end things, and Jennifer was the one who officially filed the paperwork. But the rumors and drama don't stop there. J.Lo's relationships have often been under the spotlight, and her exes, Marc Anthony and Alex Rodriguez, have shared some insights. They hint that behind J.Lo's glamorous image, there might be a more complicated side, especially when it comes to her relationships. With no prenup in place, the financial stakes in their divorce are high. J.Lo and Ben's shared $60 million mansion is reportedly up for sale, and this could be just the beginning of a messy financial battle. So, where does this leave Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck? Their story has been filled with ups and downs, but it seems this chapter is coming to a close. Whether J.Lo will bounce back or if her golden girl image is finally cracking remains to be seen. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more updates. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think J.Lo will come out on top, or is this the end of an era? Until next time, stay tuned for more juicy updates.